Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
As that's happening, does Irk's success kind of dissolve Fly Nigga movement?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a rap, and not even in a negative way. It's just a rap. It has to be a rap. This nigga blowing the fuck up.
Yeah,
like, and the one thing about him that I fuck with him to this day is like he kept it real as he can. Like, you know what I'm saying. He involved us. It's times where he was starting to get shows. He would have us come and we'd do some of our songs. So but at this, like I said, when you have a calling and it's showtime, you can't do nothing but respect and let him have his moment.
So at this point, like, what's your game plan? What you do?
At that time, so I was a little like, I was happy as fuck because it showed me that I got an ear. Like, I can hear something and say something and then watch the whole where I'm from react to it.
Right.
Like, so that it showed me that on the positive side, and then on the other side, it's just trying to figure out, because you frustrated. You just came back from Atlanta out of a whole deal, just went broke. Like, you looking at this is like Fly Nigga movement is like my first thing I do in the Bay Area that gravitates attention and getting the attention that I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you thinking this your moment. So when it kind of fades to black because of that, you kind of trying to figure it out and like, what I'm going to do next. And, just try to keep it pushing, keep it moving.
So like, now that happens, you know what I'm saying? It's a little disappointing. It's not disappointing because your man's won.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's kind of like, okay, that happens. Irk wins. You know what I'm saying? Now Fly Nigga movement dissolved. Trax goes on to start producing for different people. And you in a position of going back, you for Dolo again. So now, what do you do?
I started just getting in my bag. I just started rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just started trying to just utilizing. But one thing I definitely did is it goes back to the unity thing. Like, I took advantage that I was in San Jose. Okay. And I was somewhere that, people only come and visit when they have a show or something like that. And being that I'm there every day, I could kind of like bring the San Jose rappers together. I could kind of make them feel important. Like, you know what I mean? For someone that has some kind of relevance, wanting to rock with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of took from my relationship with Trax and kind of let that spread throughout the city and kind of just, bring the people together and just was rapping and just like trying to make it happen. Then I moved. Then I went to the Atlanta to visit, and then when I went to Atlanta to visit, I recorded "I'm from the Bay, bro," because I seen motherfucking what's my man Beat Rock. I seen Beat Rock out there. He from the Bay, from the town.
Beat Rock made that beat.
Yeah, Beat Rock made "I'm from the Bay, bro."
And shout out to Beat Rock and Beat Rock, not Bed Rock.
Yeah, Beat Rock. Yeah.
Beat Rock. And Beat Rock make this beat, and the beat is called East Oakland, bro.
Yeah, it's called I'm from the East, bro.
I'm from the East, bro.
Yeah, so when I saw the beat, that was the name of it. I'm like, why? I'm like, what is that? He skipped over it.
Yeah.
He's trying to go to some other shit. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
He's like, that ain't nothing. He went back as soon as he played it. I said, I'm from the Bay, bro.
Yeah.
First thing I said, then my nigga Pills, who, right here, who ain't here no more, he was like, that's it. That's it. So I recorded it. You know what I mean? Me and him was vibing, so I recorded my verse, did the hook. And then it just had an open verse because I knew I didn't want to do a second verse. I said somebody gotta be on this. Yeah. Like, so I flew back to the Bay. Me and Ken got together, and we just so happened. I was friends with people that was part of Macklemore crew. Okay. So we went to the Macklemore show just on doing something or whatever. So it was at the Bill Graham, and Macklemore brought out E40. Okay. So 40 was backstage. So obviously that's 40. So he know us on some Vallejo shit. So I'm like, man, I got one. Because I always do tell him, man, we need to work. We need to get one. And I was like, when I get the right one, I'm going to holler. Like, okay. Because, I'd see him in Atlanta when I was popping. Like, all that type of shit. So when I had this, it hit me as soon as I seen him. I said, I finally got the one. Send it to him. That nigga sent that back 2 days. Damn. Nigga heard that shit. Like, nigga, I was like, damn. I knew it as soon as I heard his verse. Yeah. I said, oh, we got something now. Yeah, it was on after that shit was crazy. And even in the first video, not the remix, because both videos crazy, but you got hella motherfuckers in there. It's hella motherfuckers in there. You got a young Simba in that motherfucker. You got Cool John in there. Fact. Love Rants in there. Mac Mall, Don P. Yep. Who else I saw in that motherfucker? You know what?
Fab is in that motherfucker selling dope era out his trunk.
Trunk. Facts. That's a fact. Right by the taco truck.
That's crazy.
That's a fact.
Look what dope era became.
Exactly.
That's legendary, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of motherfuckers in that video. Matter of fact, I seen T.Y. promo Lexus in that motherfucker.
Yep. Right when we did it at the waterfront, and I wanted his brother in it. Ironic.
Yeah. Shout out to Ironic, man.
Definitely. But that's crazy because when I did the song, the only thing I thought about the video on both videos is like, because I'm really like a fan of this music shit, and what's so crazy is like I'm a fan of like this bass shit. Like I know all the eras, and like that's why I fuck with you, because I know you. I could peep you a story about this shit. We could go all night just talking about this shit, like for real.
Yeah.
Like, so like when I did the song, I knew I wanted the video just like the Loonies 5 on the remix, because I felt like nothing has happened like that since that.
So you talking about the remix video?
The remix video.
The remix video, crazy.
I felt, but that's where my remix video got inspiration from, like that and like the old school BT type shit where fucking Cameron and the old remix videos and shit like that, Bad Boy type shit. But that Looney shit is what like because that's like one of the videos that every rapper that was popping out the Bay Area was in that motherfucker.
How long between the original and the remix?
That was some months. It
was some months. And what year is this? 14 and 15?
Yeah, I think 15.
So what how did you, cause you you did a deal with Thizzler with this.
Yep.
And you was first nigga to do a deal with Thizzler.
Soulja Boy shit. Facts. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Nigga, first rapper, nigga.
Facts.
So this shit it ain't even shortened yet. It's Thizzler on the Roof.
Mm-hmm.
And so you linked up with Matt.
Yep. I randomly seen the site. I randomly seen it. It wasn't at a time where everybody was just on it, obviously.
So
like,
did you
it is now.
okay, so what gives you the audacity, or what gives you the knowledge to be able to be like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do a situation with him? Is it because you feel like you did hella shit and you can leverage it? Because like if you go in there and you give him your spiel, if he knows at this point where we talking about in your life, if he knows the shit you done already did, it's like, well, shit, he did a lot more than a lot. Because we got to think, niggas is still going up. So everybody the whole live wire is still on there, the whole, whoever, but everybody ain't been signed, and most people that be signed in the Bay, success stories is like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or they might not even fuck with him. Exactly. They might feel like they too good. So what was that conversation like with Matt?
Well, it really started with when I was a part of the Fly Nigga movement. Okay. I like I said, I came across the site and I started to notice that they were posting all Bay content, because before that, the only person I saw do that was sickness.net. Mm-hmm. And I had a relationship with my boy over there. Like so it was that was really kind of the only outlet that I would see do all Bay Area shit was sickness.net. And then when Thizzler started to raise their head, then I'm like, I was liking how they was posting this shit. So I kind of like reached out to him. And he knew me because I was part of the Fly Nigga movement. Okay. So I suggested to him that he should throw a show, because I used to always watch like other major sites do shows like at South by Southwest and all shit like that. And I used to always wonder why we don't have no presence there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, man, you should throw a show. I said, you should do a show, the Thizzler on the Roof Presents show. And it should be us, Fly Nigga Movement. It was us, Fly Nigga Movement. It was Fly Nigga Movement, Roach Giggs, San Quinn, and one more person. And that was his first show, his first anything. It was in Berkeley. Okay. And it was success. Packed. Everybody came. It was and then our relationship kind of blossomed from there. Okay. So we kind of like, rock. So by the time I got to the Babe Ruth song, we already had a relationship. So at first, I like anything else, he would just post shit. Like, like anything I do, a video or something like that, I just send it straight to him. He'll post it, stuff like that. And then basically when I sent this song, on some he kind of came at me like, you know what I mean, what you think about coming together? Yeah. And you know what I mean, and then I'm like, you know what, that's kind of smart, because you have certain ears I don't have, like, you know what I mean, and and I have certain influence that you don't have, right? So us coming together, it only makes sense. So that's what we did.
That's crazy. So was it like, Because I'm trying to use this too as a tool for like how the game is much different now, and they a much larger site than they were then. You know what I'm saying? Much larger platform. But like, if a young nigga was coming at them like that, or another platform, like how does that leverage go? I mean, y'all had a relationship, but it's like we have a song. We have a song or we have a project we're gonna put together? How do we all eat off of this? Because that's what I think is missing in the Bay. Like. Yeah. The business part, not knowing how does it go or how to do it or how to even approach that type of situation.
Yeah, well, lucky for me, I had, came from having certain situations. Like, you know what I mean? So by them going sour, I made sure that I did a lot of research. So by moving back to the Bay, it wasn't just a situation where I'm like, I'm finna move back to the Bay and go home and just my head cut off there. Like, you know what I mean? I made sure that I really did the knowledge and really the things I picked up from Atlanta, I really took to the Bay Area, and I made sure that I understood the mistakes I made previous and why they were made. Like, you know what I mean? So I won't repeat them because I knew that I was entering the Bay Area. It was all on me. Right. I'm not entering somewhere where there's other labels and stuff like that. Like, this is some independent shit. Like, and that's something that I was prepared for. Like, and I knew that my strategic and ideas would get me further because I wasn't so much in a financial situation like everybody else. So that was my approach from the jump. There. So anything I did, any move I made, like you can see how I told you, when I got with Ken and our people was going on, we came together. But C-Mac, we came together. When I Fly Nigga Movement, all these things are strategic to get me in position. Like, you know what I mean? So
you able to leverage what you have with Thizzler, and they're able to use their resources as far as what? Finances and
no, it was more so like promo, like marketing, because at that time the way that they were marketing, the way they were putting it out there, it wasn't really nobody else that could put something out in the whole entire Bay Area see it at one time.
And then it was of course splits done.
Yeah, it was 50-50.
Okay, and so like so now this leaves you to shoot the video and come up with everything else.
Yeah. Yep.
So you just bring them the product and they promote it.
Yeah, well, he definitely was a part of helping put the video together. As far as because the guy that did the video came from Thizzler. Okay. So he definitely was a part of helping together. But it's just as far as having a vision for it and what we about to do and that was definitely me, and he just kind of.
Now was this one of those Bay Area things like unexpected people came, or did every single person that, because it's a lot of motherfuckers in this video, we got to understand that it's a lot of people on the song, but it's a lot of people in the video that's not rapping.
So you speaking on a remix. So
the remix.
The thing about the original, obviously I had a relationship with E40. A lot of people that's in the video were more like from family and friends and people I came up with because it felt like it was our moment again. Because you got to think, when I got signed, my hometown was going crazy. Like, he got signed. So when that don't pan out, it's like, So for me to catch another moment, it's like, okay, this nigga ain't playing. Like, he ain't gonna never stop. Yeah. And I got the moment with our biggest person from our hometown. The hometown hero, if you will. Like, you know what I mean? So. And so with the remix, what's crazy about the remix is I only had a relationship with 2 people on the entire thing, from people that was in it to people that was featured on the song. I didn't even know none of them. I just reached out to them.
Wait. You serious?
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah. I didn't know them.
Okay, so you didn't have a relationship with all the people on the song? Mm-mm. We talking about hood stars.
I had a relationship with them. I had a relationship with Band-Aid. I had a relationship with both of them. Yeah, but I definitely had a relationship with them. I obviously had a relationship with Trax A Million.
Keek.
I didn't know Keek. I reached out to Keek, and he just fucked with me.
Roach gigs.
Because that show we did at Thizzler, so we would see each other in passing.
I'm trying to think off the head.
Lost Rockers.
Lost Rockers.
One of them.
Shout out to them. That's my boy. Shout out to Lost Rockers. Who else is on that fucking song?
I just met G-Val when he did that verse.
Okay.
I just met Cool John when he did that verse.
Okay.
I just I knew P-Lo, like obviously he's P-Lo, and like MySpace and shit like that, reaching out and shit like that. But as far as like having a relationship, like hey, like nah, he just the energy, I guess. Like, he just fucked with it. So
niggas gave you some dope verses too. Yeah. Like niggas showed up on that shit, and it did numbers. You know what I'm saying? So like, so now during this process, From that time to 22nd Letter, how much time go by?
Cause I rolled Babe, bro. Like that was the first time I rolled a song out. I wasn't even about moving on to the next song.
Genesis on that motherfucker.
I did the most promotion you could ever do. Like I went a whole year with the original, and then I went a whole another 6 months with the remix.
Did you take it back to Atlanta at any moment?
Yeah, I actually was about to do I'm from the A, bro.
Ooh.
I actually was in the process of that, and I had a few people already give me verses, and I had I'm from LA, bro, too.
Ooh.
And I had a couple verses from that too. Ooh. It just didn't pan out because it was so much time.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, it definitely was in the works though.
That would have been hard.
Yeah.
So you ride that out for them 2 years, basically almost 2 years.
So basically, the thing about Babe, bro, is you got to think the only time I got money from music is getting the advance when I signed a show enough. So from that, after that, outside of hustling, doing whatever I'm doing, I didn't receive any money from music.
Okay.
It wasn't until I dropped I'm from the Bay, bro,
okay,
where I started receiving iTunes checks.
Okay.
And that's because I credit Thizzler. That's because of getting with Thizzler and like both, like, because at that time, I remember I used to always try to get niggas to fuck with me, like I remember because me and Ken was best friends, so he was always friends with Stretch.
Okay.
So that's when they had SMC.
Okay.
So he used to always suggest me SMC. We used to always go up there in his office, chop it up with him, shit like that. He was always giving me tips, like he always fucks with me. But then I remember one day he said, you know, his mans from In Groove was finna start Empire.
Okay.
And then that's when I met Ghazi, and then we started building like that. So when I got with Thizzler was like, what you think about Ghazi doing the distribution with him? Because I hollered at him. I said, that's crazy because I've been seeing what he doing, and plus Stretch just mentioned him. So we did the deal with him. So obviously, like, you know how his payout is and shit like that. So by the song catching a little bit of steam and getting streams and doing all type of like that, that was my first time. Like, I get a check from Babe, bro, till this day.
Damn.
Right now.
All you.
And I ain't rapped in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, till right now.
So like, you know, it's coming at a time is coming where that motherfucker gonna be like a movie or like, you know what I'm saying?
It just did the Showtime. Showtime just cashes out. But Booby Cousins did the stand-up comedy show
for real?
with Mike Epps and all them.
Wow.
Babe Bros, the theme song.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody can learn off that. You need to own your shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to own your shit so you can get paid. So now you ride it out almost 2 years.
Yeah. So I'm getting shows and, you know, doing stuff like that, just working and stuff like that. So I see Cousin Feet in the barbershop.
Okay.
He in Vallejo. See him in the barbershop. You know, that was our first time seeing each other in a little second. So, you know, we reconnected, got each other number. And I don't know, but see, the thing about Nef is I've been knowing Nef for a minute. So I remember I went to like my boy named Endo. He used to have this like annual barbecue where you invite all the like rappers and stuff like that in Vallejo. So I remember I went one time, and his mom approached me because his mom was like worked at DMV. Everybody knew her. She was a jug. Everybody like she was always a cool lady.
Yeah.
So she came up to me, was like, you know, I want to introduce you to my son. And it was Nef, like at that time. So he was about 15, 16 or whatever. You know, I remember to this day, I told her, I was like, man, just keep going, my nigga. I never heard him rap or nothing. I just, you know, thought his mom was hella cool, and I could see it in his eyes. He wanted the shit. So I'm like, keep doing your thing, my nigga. And then, like, basically, I remember I was in Sacramento 2 years after that. I was in Sacramento randomly at some party, Price of the Rock party. And nigga walked up to me like, what up, nigga? And it was Nef.
Okay.
And Nef, like, he was like, man, you know, I'm still rapping, doing my thing. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up. Then I remember, like, probably 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks after that, I seen a video on Thizzler. It was I'm from Vallejo. Damn. So when I saw that video, I'm like, damn, that's bruh. And I'm like, that nigga going crazy. Yeah. So so then, you know, I reached out to him. We started fucking around, stuff like that. If you look at the I'm from Vallejo video, I'm the only established Vallejo rapper in it. I didn't even really know him at the time, and I make sure I got a cameo. Okay. So I could just show him that support. Yeah, that like, support. Like I fuck with you. Yeah. So we kind of build from there. So I'm used to just fuck around. So I remember I performed at Ace of Spades. And we had a song together. So, you know, he had came out, did his song, did the song with me. And we was backstage and he was like, man, I got this song I'm about to drop. And he was like, I think that shit gonna be hard. He played it on his phone. It was big timing.
Damn.
And I'm like, it was him and his boy Kyle Nasser. And I'm like, man, that shit hard. That nigga dropped that video. That nigga dropped that same thing I just said about B.O.B.
Yeah.
That man dropped, and Irk the Jerk. That man dropped that video a week after telling me that, and that thing became the biggest song in the fucking Bay Area, bro.
Now,
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil'